my name is Yolanda Marcela.
And my name is Nathania Christanty, and we are from Universitas UDINUS Semarang. We are going to present to you about technology gap in education. Here you can see the 6 objectives that we are going to discuss today in order to understand about technology gap.
Education. How important is it? We often take education for granted because we are so used to it, we start to get bored and get distracted. It feels like routine. I often ask myself, why do I have to bear through years of education? Is it even useful? But what we don't realize is that what we do now is possible because we learn. I know how to speak. You know how to read and understand the context of my speech right now. Would it be possible without us learning? In order to appreciate education, we have to look at life in detailed perspective. Because when we look at life in detailed perspective, we start to realize that literally everything we do is possible because we learn. First, we learn fundamental knowledge that gives us the opportunity to continue our life as it is now. I'm in college now because I have my high school diploma that will eventually help me look for a job and make a living off it. Second, better world, better society. Have you ever realized that developed countries have high rate of educated citizens? Imagine how wonderful the world is if the world is filled with developed countries. Thirdly, it encourages innovation and creativity. Take a look at Nikola Tesla, Alexander Graham Bell, Thomas Alva Edison. Without them learning, but still live in darkness without lamp. Fourthly, upliftment of big economy section of society. If people are creative and innovative, they'll automatically try to find and will eventually find solution from problems such as economically.
Pandemic occurred in 2020. Lockdown in Indonesia started mid-March. Every life aspect changed, it also affects education. Every student switched from offline school into online school. Daily school life, assignment, and tests are sent to students through internet. Students must access the web in order to continue their education. Coronavirus is highly contagious. It forbids people to be in a crowd. Everything switched to online to prevent the virus spreading. As in December 2020, Indonesia's total case is 587,000, with more than 80,000 deaths in this year alone. So this is the graphic that showed new case of coronavirus in Indonesia from 24th November until 9th December.
Luckily, we are now living in a new era called the information age. What does it mean by information age? We shift from the traditional industry established by the Industrial Revolution to an economy primarily based upon information technology. Everything is one tap away. That's what people like to say these days. We can acquire information easily in web, but we must access it from equipment such as computer, laptop, or phone. And it must be connected to internet network. We, as millennials, are accustomed to possess a phone on our own. Our phone is like our small rectangular world. We type in it, we socialize in it, we take pictures with it. Applications such as Instagram, WhatsApp, Line, etc. makes it harder for us to stay away from our phone. This is what we call as technology in our daily life. But thanks to technology, we are able to continue our education regardless of the lockdown. Video conference replaced our daily meeting. Assignments and tests are given through website. Before 1965, humans can even imagine they could control a phone by tapping on the screen. Moreover, see each other's face from miles away. Technology helps us connect without physical meeting.
But what happens if a person out there doesn't have any technology equipment or internet network? Sadly, this is the case we are now going to look at. Online school in Indonesia. According to a survey by Ministry of Education and Culture, approximately 646,200 schools closed down temporarily and more than 65 million students are forced to study from home. This brings us to our next topic.
What's wrong with Indonesia's online school? 97.6% of total school in Indonesia held online school, but 2.4% of them still continue offline school due to lack of technology, both equipment and network. 2.4% may sound little, but in fact it's almost 16,000 schools, which approximately consists of almost 800,000 students if we assume each school has 50 students. Now it sounds a lot, does it? They aren't just number. Each of them has their own interests, personality, passion, and they lose their opportunity to study just because they were born marginalized. Every one of them could be the person to invent the cure of cancer, but they are unable to reach their maximum potential.
Here are the percentage of individuals in Indonesia that own smartphone based on island, area, age, and job.
Here are some examples of what happened to citizens in remote areas if we ignore technology gap.
What we can do to help? Spread knowledge, take an action, be consistent.
First step, spread knowledge. Do you remember the last time you saw something went viral? Whether it's a video you saw on TikTok or Instagram post by a Torah or even trending Twitter hashtags. Every day there will always be a new trending topic, so why don't we use this opportunity to make technology gap the new viral news? Human has empathy. Everyone has kindness deep down in their heart. This is why spreading knowledge is important. We work better together. A stick is easily broken, but hundreds of sticks tied as one will hurt hands that try to break it. This is why petition is created. Petition is a legal pleading that initiates legal case. The first documented petition were made by slaves in ancient Egypt who petitioned for better working conditions. Now, petition is a pretty popular way to address a problem. In fact, in Indonesia, there has been many wins acquired by petitions. Examples include
Second step, take an action. People have achieved win through petition, so we thought and finally made a petition to make things better for children and schools in remote areas to help them improve their way of studying during pandemic. This is the link. Now, with signing the petition and sharing it to others, you have participated in the progress of addressing this case to public in order to gain empathy and support. Hopefully, this petition will take its win and make a change. You can also take action by sharing to people around you about the condition of people in remote areas. You can use your social media platform no matter how small your platform is because every voice matters. Believe that a small change can mean the world for people in need. Great things are done by a series of small things brought together.
Third step, be consistent. Rome wasn't built in a day. You can't expect a great thing to happen in a short period of time and with half-hearted work. Every great thing comes with hard work and dedication. In order to make a change, we should be consistent in what we do. Why is dedication important? Think of Victor Hugo, the writer of Les Miserables, one of the greatest books in the 19th century. He started his work in 1830s and finished it 17 years later. Dedication is important because it focuses you in that particular thing. You ought to study about the thing, learn from your mistake, fall and stand up again. That is the act of dedication that will lead you to success. Commit yourself in helping others. Be consistent in spreading knowledge and taking action. You won't regret it if one day you'll be remembered as their hero. Do what makes your future self proud and thankful for your present self.
Now that we have come to an end of this presentation, remember that we are lucky enough to be born in this era. If we were living in the 1300s when bubonic plague or the plague that occurred, that all we can do is sit and corrupt, The fact that almost 200 million people died in 7 years, we cannot entertain ourselves with TikTok, we can acknowledge what our friends and families are doing through WhatsApp.
Humanity have gone through virus outbreaks several times. It's a possibility for another virus outbreak to happen again. We must be one step ahead from any threat in the future. Let's start by helping people with less opportunity and unite as one to fight off threats in the future. We only live once. Let's live our life to its best with the knowledge that we dedicate some parts of our lives making this world a better place to live in.